Greeting, salutations, and welcome to day 3. We're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off last session, which is us delivering the prisoner. Then we're going to try to fly back and get started on the beginner quest, chapter 1 quest, First Era, dealing with the Fane case and the bombing on the Highwind Orbital. Let's go ahead and set our destination. We'll go ahead and perform our jump. And since one of the jumps has just come back, I don't mind getting the extra pay. You're a smuggler. We'll just retreat. Apparently caused just a loss of 1 reputation because we jammed our signal. Otherwise it would have been 5. Alright, so we've got a farming world here that we're going to stop at for some fuel. And apparently to heal up because there was a accident on the ship. Five crew leveled, and we learned that one of our fighters has the Intrepid trait. Nice. Candace's party trait there helped us. Let's go ahead and land. So we could either cause a fight, which we have a saving talent for, or we could forge some papers, which we also have a saving talent for, but our skills are so much better here. 32 electronics and 32. So it's a dice roll, and what that means is we have 21 dice here, if I remember correctly, and 32 dice. No, half the number? We'll see. 21 strong dice, then you get half the attribute. So we rolled 37 dice versus 10 dice. We passed. So we got paid 30k for that step. So now we do the waypoint back. Which actually, since we're going to a farming world, there's a farming world here, and they don't have a trade ban. So we could buy cargo here and sell it on Thuln, get some money to pay for our fuel. Medicine is needed on a farming world, and it's relatively cheap here. Water purifiers are also needed, but they've got a higher base price. So the profit, even if it's a lower percentage, will be higher. So we'll grab those and then we'll pad out our cargo hold with medicine. And that second half of that world is a wilderness. We could have landed there and explored on it. We don't have anyone focused on exploration. It really wasn't worth our time. Yeah, we got about 1,000 bonus there. That paid for fuel. Alright, prep the jump. It's going to take 3 days as part of the jump. Alright, what's our range? So 19 to get there, 32 range. Yep, we'll just go straight back. Apparently we took a airlock accident. Military officers. So because we're now friendly with this faction, we could demand tribute and get 300 coin, which we did, and we're going to do it again. So we got 600 coin, but as a result, we're going to lose some reputation. Normally we would have lost 5. In this case, we only lost 1. And losing 1 is okay when we're plus 28. Alright, let's pay, heal up, spice up, pay wages, repair, and we'll forge her some papers for the world. 27 more K. That's a decent mission. Leveled up Lady Genebu. He's training up as a scavenger. Currently has calculated search. We'll go ahead and go with... She doesn't need to take that because we've already got someone with a talent of this type. We'll go ahead and grab Pick Clean. Extra bonuses when salvaging orbitals. Little known fact, Lady Genebu apparently served in the military at some point in time and is very brave. Alright, let's speak with... Oh, we're on the refinery world. Alright, can we get promoted? Get promoted again. So we don't have a prison on our ship, so we can't take the outlaw transport unless we retrofit. It offered us 2 of those. Let's check something real quick. We've got 13 weeks here. What could we strip out to put in a prison? We could swap out our passenger cabin, but then we'd have to change it back. So that would ultimately end up costing us $17,500. A little bit less because you get a discount, so... Discount of... all that 14K and probably similar here. So 28... Cost us about 5,000 to do the swap and a little bit of time for the upgrade to happen. What was he offering us for? So that's just taking somebody away, not coming back. And that's taking him to... That extra jump is probably not worth the extra money. So we'd be getting 32K for a jump and then a jump back, whereas that's 4 jumps, 2 jumps out, and then 2 jumps back. Or we could advance the story mission. But you kind of want to get as many of these easy missions out of the way as possible. I think we're going to go ahead and swap this over to prisoner so that we can take the mission. Oh, we need to get edict level. So we have the legal right to capture and kill for Clan Zenrin. House Zenrin. That smuggler shouldn't interfere with us, but they're not trying to interfere. Just do a security checkpoint. Easy. 36 dice versus 9. Apparently Rykart was not happy with it, but they're not going to be happy with us here anyway. So I'm okay with that. Go ahead and pay wages. Gorniche is leveled up. So let's go ahead and just see if there's anything here. I'm willing to take these risks. Volcanic eruption. Damage to... Alright, we do not want that. That is an easy way for us to get all of our combat crew killed. So... Didn't get anything good. We'll refuel here. Then we'll head out. Zealot with a massive ship. We'll just get inspected. We don't have anything anymore. If we had our prisoner on board, they probably would have just taken him. And that would have been a mission fail. Excuse me, I had to mute there before I sneezed. Ew. We failed our hyperwarp jump, so instead of 2 weeks, it took 8 additional, and so it took us 11 weeks and a day for that jump. Well, we're going to do the story mission when we get back. "11 weeks? That's basically 3 months where you're sitting in hyperspace going, you there yet? No. Did you point us in the right direction? I'm pretty sure I pointed us in the right direction. You realize it's only a 3-week jump, right? How long have we been in the ship? A month? 1 month later. 2 months? 1 month later. We're here! Leveled 1 crew. Alright, so let's go ahead and discuss further work. Welcome to my court, Star Trader. Please, call upon me whenever you have need. All of my staff's services are available to you. We have found your hospitality to be most thorough, Prince Fane. Call me Callaghan. As you know, I have pressing work and I would like you to undertake on my behalf. I need you to escort Arbiter Estelle Brockstrom on a judicial tour as she inspects the evidence in the case against my daughter. She will need to meet with Princess Aton Char, the Highwind's owner. I assume you have heard by now the claims that my daughter, Valencia Fane, is personally behind the bombing of the military orbital station. Such a circus. Estelle will also need to meet with the Reichardt judge who is hearing the case. She will put the fear of Shalun into him. And remind him that the law cannot be cheated for their vendetta against me and my family. Then you suspect the entire legal case and bombing is a farce to defame your daughter? This is not a matter of defamation, Star Trader. If Princess Aton Char wins the case, this will be a matter of life and death. With retribution justice on her side, Aton will send assassins to kill my daughter, and the heir to my princedom. How will Arbiter Brockstrom be able to change the course of the case? Our people's system of justice works because the princes, judges, and senate all follow Shalun law and the accord to the letter. I have heard it said that retribution justice is an unforgiving razor. It can be. Shalun law demands compensation be paid to the wronged party. If compensation cannot be paid, or the wrongs are grievous, then the wronged party can demand retribution justice. The Princess Aton Char has made it clear from the start that the bombing of the Highwind orbital is such a case. If there is no honest attempt to agree upon the terms of compensation, then every path leads forward to violence, to feud. Aton Char, and whoever she is conspiring with, will not stop until she has the legal right to kill my heir and daughter, Valencia. And they are breaking the law by doing so? The law bends. Baxan judges grant rights of compensation, and they are held accountable by their senate and other faction leaders. I have reason to suspect the judge overseeing the case will do whatever Aton tells him to. So Arbiter Brockstrom is the long arm of Shalun law. She will make her presence known, and because of her will get a fair trial. A chance to put forward evidence and to refute ridiculous claims. So you see why I ask you to escort Estelle to and from Char's world safely. There may be those who wish to stop her or harm her along the way. Alright. 2 jumps, there and back, 34k. We do need to retrofit our ship because we no longer have our passenger cabin. Actually, let's go ahead and... How much does it cost to put in a luxury passenger cabin? Not type match, mission. Oh, 70k for only a 15% bonus to payment. I think we're gonna have swapped out of the ship by then. Alright, we're just gonna swap this over. Because sadly, she doesn't want to be escorted in a prison box. Now, from when we were over there previously, and let's make sure there's no weird thing going on here. They're in a trade war, which is not going to affect us by selling goods. Luxury Pop is the first thing they have, which I think we could sell clothing to. Yes, Lux Pop. So we'll go ahead and advance that way. Hey, we didn't get lost this time, and it's a 2-week journey. Yeah, so Luxury, Refinery, then Trade World. And Explorer. We'll just go ahead and retreat. Refuel, heal up, pay wages. Leveled up 2 crew. The captain, myself, level 5, and Lady Jetaboo getting another scavenger rank. We'll go ahead and unload our cargo for 2k. Load up some scrap, goes to industrial, high-tech, and orbital. Oh, we're going to refinery, so biomass. It's exactly what it says on the picture. Population worlds create it. Refineries, some reason, need it. A spy? We could technically beat them up. I don't think we want to, though. I think we're just gonna not demand any money and just separate out. We hit Naval Veteran. That's just some XP. We got 100 coins off of it. We're going to Tradeway next. That's 106. Or more correctly here, it's 270. Anything higher? No. So I think this is the best thing we can transport. The captain cannot be wrong? Well, thank you, Candace. Planetary Traveler. Bunch of XP. Let's sell off our cargo. 1,500 profit. Why, thanks for bringing me this far, Star Trader. We have held to our promise to Callaghan Fane. From here, you will have to choose just how deeply you want to get involved. Princess Aton Char is not going to appreciate your presence, but I know Callaghan wants to put on a show. So that's where this is kind of the tutorial mission. So we could either send a full entourage, but we have no negotiate skill, and we'd be relying solely on my charisma, or a light escort, which allows us to use command. We'll use the light escort. Days have passed, Captain. The Arbiter has spent most of the time in closed-door meetings with Judge Wellen and the Princess. She has been tight-lipped about what has been going on. We knew she would be strict about this. It is a matter of Shaloon law. Went on for about a week. We got paid well. In a final meeting, we got to hear it directly from Princess Char. Many welcomes, Star Trader. Thank you for escorting Arbiter Brockstorm here safely. Her presence is so critical in this case. If she wasn't here, you'd worry that the political agendas would get in the way. Favors would be called in, and the law would be trampled upon. Glares. We need to make another stop on our tour, Star Trader. That will be for the best. It is important you see all the evidence, especially the Highwind's wreckage, and the footage recorded there. You must understand, Star Trader, the Highwind Orbital was no regular station. It was a military research facility, meaning that you had surveillance and security systems to protect against such an attack. To prevent a bombing from within? No. Valencia Thane slipped under our radar with a white flag. But those systems captured copious proof of her deadly crime, not to mention her obvious motive. She came to destroy the technology the Thanes claimed they wanted to purchase. In the bombing, we also lost one of the most brilliant minds that the galaxy has ever seen, Aldo Bastille. We believe that Aldo, who held the position of chief scientist on the Highwind, may have been her primary target. Glares. Time to return to your ship, Captain. Until we meet again, Arbiter. She is sure of herself. She is not lying. She holds damning evidence. You think Valencia bombed the Highwind? Why would she? To kill this Aldo character? We're not done yet. You must take me to the world that the Highwind was orbiting. Lost some Rykart reputation. Let's check the Atlas, see where we're going. An orbital? Oh, back up to that orbital world? So we'll stop at the refinery on our way, then buy something there that we can take there. So let's buy stuff here that goes to orbital. Crystals are orbital, max of 180. Nope. Nope. So these go to population. We could go to the population world instead. Let's take a look at the map. Hit up the population world and then cut up. But the population world doesn't sell anything we could take up there. Just scrap. But we'd be loading up water purifiers instead of clothing. Or sorry, instead of crystals. Well, we only have part of it. There's only 15 in stock. Let's do the crystals. Fuel was cheaper there. What's the trade like on these worlds? Not trade law, economy. 12 out of 28. 5 out of 28. Land with the better economy. Orbital 153. Orbital 261. Orbital 270. But for the maximum change of 10, we pay 30 more. We'll load up on the Ursulite. And because they don't like us, they're not letting us use their medical bays. Let's just hope nobody gets hurt. Ew, a pirate. They could beat us, but we could also pay them 400 to just ignore us. And otherwise, they take our cargo. So we'll just pay them off. Because I expect to earn around 1,000, maybe 1,500 on the cargo. Navigators, careful now. This was the world over which the Highwind Military Research Base was parked. You can see the debris field is still hanging in orbit. The bomb was powerful enough to take out the entire station. The destruction was absolute. So we could either land there. Well, we have to land there anyway. But we could also spy. But there's a hostile military patrol. Let's go ahead and land. There's too many negatives. Leveled 12 crew. Oh, 2,400 on the cargo. 2 thumbs up. 400 of that is technically lost due to the bribe, so 2,000 profit still. So we could join the arbitration with no negotiate, but if we win, we get 15% bonus payment. Or we don't risk anything. Let's risk it. It does not look like the news was good, Arbiter. No, things have not improved. Hopefully that doesn't mean we failed. I'd hoped there would be something I could do. That somehow Princess Atan would be bending or breaking Shaloon law to persecute Valencia unfairly. But this is not the case. The evidence against Valencia is overwhelming and damning. They have not hesitated to share that with me. This is not what Callaghan was expecting. Actually, what can be done? There is nothing I can do. I cannot slight Shaloon law, even to help a lifelong friend. My failure would be carried down my lineage, clear for every arbiter who followed me to see. There is no question. I cannot help the Fane family in this. Oh, we did fail. We wasted an additional 2 weeks trying to help. I've had customers like that on the phone. We got to be one of those people. Oh, we're gonna need some fuel, I think. Take a look at the map. Well, who leveled? Aisha did. Continue training combat medic. Only 7 range? I think we can make it. What's the rumor here? Pirates. That's why we made more money. We could go over to the tradeway to refuel. Just bring some cargo with us. It's not a lot of money. Methane fuel's real cheap. A zealot. He can hit us. Let's just submit to inspection. We're not carrying anything illegal. And he can't grab our passenger because this is the tutorial. / first chapter. Oh, fuel's not cheaper here. They're still in a trade ban. So that line here is the minimum fuel we need for a jump. We save 8 fuel because of our talent. Then it's 7 to get there, 8, so we bought just enough fuel. Looks like we're gonna run out right before. Nope, we made it. Refuel, heal up, pay up. Repair. Troubling return. Many welcomes, Estelle. And Captain, once again, I owe you my gratitude for services well rendered. Greetings to you both. We have not met. I am Valencia Fane. Valencia, it is an honor to finally meet you. I only wish that it was under better circumstances. Estelle? Do not bandy with words. Speak your news now and clearly. Callaghan, you are well aware of my commitment to Shalloon law. Don't start pattering on with me, Estelle. I don't want to hear your rote platitudes. Father, contain yourself. Absolutely not, Val. You don't know this witch, but I do. She is about to feed you to those Reichardt spiders. You should heed your daughter's warning, Callaghan. You would betray me, my family, and my daughter? I betray no one. I uphold the law. You can't be serious. I did not bomb that cursed facility. By the flag, this is a farce. I am sorry, Valencia. They hold undeniable evidence. Multiple bombs were smuggled off your ship and onto the Highwind. Surveillance footage from multiple satellites and security systems all support their claims. I should not be telling you this. It taints the case. But I am because of our friendship. Because of our friendship? How can you even say that now, you snake in the grass? Responsibility flows upward. As captain of the Medusa, Val will be found guilty. I did no such thing. Get out of my court. Now! Begone, you Zendu witch! It was a good moment to excuse ourselves from the palace. None of us wanted to be within Callaghan's striking distance for a moment longer. Major experience reward? Arbiter, is the case completely lost? Callaghan is sure to fight it tooth and claw to the bitter end. But in my judgment, it is lost. What are you going to do next? I must recuse myself from the proceedings. I will find another Star Trader to give me a ride back to my holdings on Reline. Whatever happens next, it won't be helped by having me here. And what would you once you arrive on the planet? There is no further time to waste. This legal mess has shown me one thing. The faction accords aren't working for our people anymore. There is a feud coming between the Fane and the Char. It will be long, deep, and bloody. It will not end with their attempt on Val's life. If Shalloon law and its judicial structures aren't enough to keep this from happening, then we must find new ways to keep the peace. I have long championed amendments to the faction accords to form a united coalition that would have overseen this kind of case. A united coalition that has taken it out of the hands of the Reichardt judge. If that case had been handled by a neutral party, perhaps the feud could have been prevented. So much hangs in the balance. 2 more royal families locked in a death group of feud, thousands of lives, years of instability and war, blood spilt on both sides. Rest assured, if Val dies, Callaghan will seek royal blood in return. There is much to do, but I must return to Ryline and finish the negotiations I started. Our people can wait no longer for the United Coalition. I have needed a dedicated Star Trader to help me. You have proven your mettle. I would ask your help if I could get it. I know that you may wish to stay here and help Prince Fane see this through. Added a mission to join her when she's advocating for the amendments. But Prince Fane has calmed. We can return to his court for his employ. Until we meet again, Arbiter. I hope you will consider joining me, but I can see that you were thinking of helping the Fane. You must be careful on their court politics, captains. Join me. This is a decision I will have to make. I should not be telling you this, but I spoke with Judge Wellen, who is running the case. He is hard set on keeping the legal proceedings within a 6 years' time. It is well within his right as a judge. Enough. I have said far too much. Now I must go. We'll go ahead and call it there. I enjoyed our last 2 sessions kind of advancing the main story along, right? Getting all the way up to here where we're now getting ready to help Fane. We're going to start off episode 4 by going to his court, talking with the people there. Previously, we had gone with Zet, his sister. We will probably go that same direction this time. So, I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, Jorg, Uther, Neon, for your support. Those of you who support us on Patreon, it is extremely helpful. Those of you who support us on Facebook Gaming, where we do our streaming, also extremely helpful. It's because of this, because of your guys' support, we can continue to do this. Take care. Good night. Good vibes. And I said it backwards again. Good vibes and good night.